The year is 5024 CE Earth has enjoyed 3 millennia of unbroken peace. The last war ended when humanity achieved perfect harmony through advanced technology and wisdom. Cities float among the clouds, powered by clean energy. Humans spend their days in art, science, and peaceful pursuits. Captain Rick Stone sits in the Galactic Peace Council on Europa Station. He represents Earth in diplomatic matters, though his job has been boring for centuries. Most humans don't even remember what war looks like. Children learn about ancient conflicts only in history classes. Suddenly, the council chamber fills with alien ships. The Vex Empire, a brutal race of reptilian warriors, announces their arrival. Their leader, General Korg, stands before the peaceful assembly. His scales gleam under the station lights as he declares war on all human worlds. "We have watched you humans grow soft." Korg hisses. "Your peace has made you weak. The Vex Empire claims your planets as our own." The alien delegates gasp in shock. War hasn't touched this galaxy for thousands of years. But Captain Stone does something unexpected. He starts laughing. Not a nervous laugh, but deep, genuine amusement. "You want to fight us?" Stone asks, wiping tears from his eyes. "That's adorable." Korg's yellow eyes narrow with rage. "You mock the Vex Empire. We have conquered 100 worlds." Stone's laughter spreads to other human representatives. Soon, half the chamber echoes with human chuckles. The aliens look confused and angry. "Listen, Korg," Stone says, still grinning. "We appreciate the offer, really. But you might want to check your history books first." Back on Earth, news of the war declaration spreads quickly. Instead of panic, humans react with curiosity and amusement. In New York's floating districts, people gather around news screens, chuckling at the alien threats. Dr. Lisa Webb, Earth's leading historian, appears on global broadcasts. She stands in the Museum of Human Conflicts, surrounded by ancient weapons and battle records. "It seems our new friends don't understand who they're challenging," she explains calmly. "Humans didn't choose peace because we were weak. We chose it because we got very, very good at war." The museum's displays show humanity's dark past. Nuclear weapons that could crack planets. Biological warfare that made entire species extinct. Space battles that lasted for decades. Meanwhile, on the outer colonies, humans receive the war news with similar reactions. On Mars Colony, Governor Tom Blake reads the alien ultimatum to his council. The room erupts in laughter. "Should we tell them about the bunkers?" asks his aide. "Not yet," Blake replies with a smile. "Let's see how serious they are first." Across human space, old systems begin awakening. Deep beneath Earth's crust, massive computers that haven't run for millennia start humming to life. Ancient factories on dead moons receive their first signals in centuries. The Vex Empire masses its fleet at the galaxy's edge. Thousands of warships prepare for what they believe will be an easy conquest. Their warriors sharpen claws and check weapons, eager for battle against the peaceful humans. General Korg studies reports of human worlds. Beautiful cities, art galleries, peaceful gardens. No visible weapons, no military bases, no signs of defense. His confidence grows. "The humans have forgotten how to fight," he tells his officers. "This will be the easiest victory in Vex history." But in the deepest archives of human memory, something stirs. The galaxy's most successful predators are about to remember who they really are. Captain Stone returns to Earth for emergency meetings. As his ship approaches the beautiful blue planet, he sees no signs of preparation for war. The orbital stations continue their peaceful research. The moon bases keep studying stars. Yet something has changed. In government buildings around the world, humans dust off old books and forgotten protocols. Military historians who thought their knowledge was useless suddenly find themselves in high demand. Human leadership makes a decision that surprises everyone. Instead of immediate mobilization, they send the Vex Empire a simple message. We accept your declaration of war. You have 30 days to reconsider. After that, we cannot guarantee your safety. The message reaches the Vex fleet within hours. General Korg reads it and roars with laughter, his troops joining in. The idea that humans could threaten them seems impossible. 30 days. Korg shouts, "We'll conquer their entire species in 30 hours." But as the days pass, strange reports reach the Vex command. Long-range sensors detect movement in human space. Ships emerging from hidden bases. Factories coming online. Weapons platforms powering up. The humans aren't panicking. They're preparing. And their preparations look disturbingly efficient for a species that supposedly forgot how to fight. On Earth, Captain Stone stands in his garden, watching the sunset. In 3 weeks, everything will change. The galaxy will remember why humanity chose peace in the first place. Because the only thing more dangerous than humans at war is humans who tried peace first. Asterisk Day 15 of the ultimatum. The Vex Empire grows impatient. General Korg paces his command ship, studying battle plans. His fleet of 5,000 warships waits at the galaxy's edge. Each ship carries weapons that can destroy cities. The Vex have never lost a war. Status report. Korg growls to his aide. Commander Rex. Human colonies show increased activity, Rex reports. But no military buildup. They're still acting like civilians. Korg's tail whips with satisfaction. Excellent. They don't even know how to respond to a real threat. But the truth is more complex. On Earth, President Jack Miller sits in meetings that would terrify any alien observer. The room holds humanity's most dangerous minds. Not soldiers, but scientists and historians who remember things the galaxy forgot. The defense grid is operational, reports General Anna Cross, the first military officer activated in 200 years. All systems responding perfectly. Dr. Webb displays holographic star maps. Red dots mark human worlds across the galaxy. But between them, hidden in dark space, other dots appear. Thousands of them. The bunker worlds are online, she explains. 3,000 years ago, we built backup civilizations in dead systems. Hidden planets designed to survive any disaster. They're all responding. President Miller nods slowly. The decision to wake the bunkers wasn't made lightly. These worlds contained humanity's darkest knowledge. Technology's too dangerous for peaceful times. On Bunker World 7, Commander Dave Hunt receives his activation orders. His people have lived for generations in underground cities, keeping old skills alive. They maintained weapons that could crack moons and ships faster than light itself. Finally, Hunt says to his staff, "I was starting to think we'd never get to use this stuff." The bunker worlds begin moving. Ships that looked like asteroids shed their disguises. Space stations hidden in gas giants power up their engines. Humanity's secret military awakens after 3 millennia of sleep. Meanwhile, the Vex Empire grows bold. General Korg decides to test human defenses early. He sends a small fleet toward the outer colonies. 50 ships, enough to destroy a normal world. The target is Mining Colony Beta 7, a small world with 2 million humans who dig rare metals from asteroid belts. The colony has no visible defenses, just mining equipment and civilian ships. Commander Rex leads the attack fleet personally. As they approach the colony, everything looks normal. Miners go about their daily work. No weapons, no shields, no military responses. "This is almost too easy," Rex tells his crew. Prepare to demonstrate Vex superiority. But as the alien fleet enters the system, something unexpected happens. The asteroids move, not drifting naturally, but turning with purpose. What the Vex thought were space rocks reveal themselves as camouflaged defense platforms. Each asteroid holds weapons designed to fight entire fleets. The first shot comes without warning. A beam of pure energy cuts Rex's flagship in half. Before the Vex can react, the entire asteroid field opens fire in 30 seconds. 50 alien warships become expanding clouds of gas and metal. Not one Vex survives to report what happened. Back on the command ship, General Korg waits for Rex's victory report. Hours pass with only silence. Finally, a long-range probe returns with sensor data. The footage shows the battle's aftermath. Debris from 50 Vex ships drifts through space. The human colony continues mining operations as if nothing happened. Impossible, Korg whispers. Rex commanded our finest warriors. His intelligence officer, Major Vex, reviews the battle data. Sir, the humans used asteroid-based weapons platforms. Technology we've never seen before. Korg studies the footage again. The human asteroid platforms are already returning to their disguised positions. Within hours, the system looks peaceful again. One colony destroyed our attack fleet, Korg says slowly. How many colonies do humans have? Over 10,000, sir. For the first time, doubt enters Korg's mind. But his pride won't let him retreat. The Vex Empire has a reputation to maintain. On Earth, news of the skirmish spreads quickly. Humans react with mild interest, like watching a sporting event. In the Museum of Human Conflicts, Dr. Webb updates her displays. The asteroid defense grid worked perfectly, she tells reporters. Though calling it a defense grid is rather modest. Those platforms could sterilize entire solar systems. Captain Stone reviews battle reports in his office. The attack on Beta 7 was just a probe. The real invasion would come soon. But humans are ready now. Across human space, the awakening continues. Ancient factories produce new ships. Weapons laboratories dust off blueprints for planet killers. The most peaceful species in the galaxy remembers its most violent skills. And in the deepest bunkers, humanity's ultimate weapons begin stirring. Technologies so powerful that humans banned them during their last war. But desperate times call for desperate measures. The Vex Empire wanted a war. They're about to learn why humans chose peace. Asterisk Day 30. The ultimatum expires at midnight, Earth Standard Time. General Korg has assembled the largest fleet in Vex history. 10,000 warships stretch across space like a metal sea. Each vessel carries enough firepower to level mountains. The Vex warriors sharpen their claws and prepare for glorious battle. Today, we claim our destiny, Korg announces to his fleet. The soft humans will learn to fear the Vex Empire, but something has changed in human space. The past 2 weeks brought disturbing reports. Entire Vex patrol fleets vanishing without trace. Scout ships reporting impossible weapon signatures. Stories that make even veteran warriors nervous. On Earth, President Miller addresses the planet from his office. Behind him, ancient battle flags hang next to peace treaties. The symbolism isn't accidental. My fellow humans, Miller begins calmly, the Vex Empire has chosen war. We gave them chances to reconsider. Now we respond as our ancestors would. Across the galaxy, humans watch their leader with quiet attention. No panic, no fear. Just the focused calm of apex predators who finally stopped pretending to be herbivores. All human worlds are hereby placed under War Protocol 7, Miller continues. May history forgive us for what comes next. War Protocol 7. The phrase sends chills through alien intelligence networks who monitor human communications. No one knows what it means, but the tone suggests something terrible. The Vex fleet begins its advance toward Earth. General Korg expects to find desperate defenses, hastily built weapons, chaos, and confusion. Instead, human space seems empty. No patrol fleets challenge them. No defense platforms block their path. The greatest invasion force in galactic history meets no resistance at all. Where are they? Commander Vox asks nervously. The humans should be throwing everything at us. Korg studies his tactical displays. Long-range sensors show human worlds continuing their normal activities. Cities function normally. Ships move on regular schedules. Either humans don't realize the danger, or they don't care. They're probably hiding in bunkers, Korg decides. Cowards always run when real warriors arrive. But as the Vex fleet penetrates deeper into human territory, strange things begin happening. Ships at the fleet's edges report system malfunctions. Weapons randomly firing. Navigation computers showing impossible readings. Then the disappearances begin. At first, just single ships vanishing from formation. Korg assumes they fell behind or had mechanical problems. But the disappearances accelerate. Dozens of ships, then hundreds, simply cease to exist. No distress calls. No debris fields. No evidence they ever existed. Sir, Major Vex reports with barely controlled fear. We've lost contact with the entire 7th Wing. 300 ships. Korg's blood runs cold. 300 ships don't just disappear. But his sensors show empty space where they should be. On Earth, Commander Hunt reviews battle reports from his bunker world. The stealth ships are performing perfectly. Human vessels designed to be invisible to any known sensor system, picking off Vex ships one by one. How many did we get today? Hunt asks his tactical officer. 800 confirmed kills, comes the reply. The Vex still have no idea we're there. Hunt nods with satisfaction. The stealth fleet represents just one of humanity's forgotten weapons. Ships that could pass through entire fleets without being detected, leaving only empty space behind. Meanwhile, the main Vex fleet struggles with growing panic. Half their ships have vanished in 3 days. The survivors huddle together in tight formations, weapons pointing in all directions. This is impossible. Korg roars. Nothing can destroy ships without leaving traces. But humans had 3,000 years to perfect impossible technologies. While other species stagnated, humanity kept improving their weapons in secret. The tools of peace hid the instruments of absolute war. Dr. Webb broadcasts from Earth's military museum. Behind her, displays show the stealth ships in action. Ghostly vessels appearing from nowhere, firing once, then vanishing again. The Vex Empire assumed our peace meant weakness, she explains to the galaxy. They forgot that humans only choose peace when they're strong, enough to enforce it. The surviving Vex fleet finally reaches human core worlds. But instead of defenseless colonies, they find something impossible. Earth itself has vanished, not destroyed, not abandoned. Simply gone. In its place sits a massive space station, bristling with weapons that make the Vex fleet look like toys. The station spans 10,000 kilometers and generates power equal to a small star. Welcome to Fortress Earth, comes a calm human voice over all frequencies. You wanted to meet humanity's military. Congratulations. General Korg stares at the impossible structure. His greatest fleet, reduced to half strength by invisible attacks, faces a weapon platform beyond his comprehension. Surrender now, the human voice continues, and we'll let you leave. Continue fighting, and learn why we spent 3,000 years hiding our capabilities. For the first time in Vex history, their warriors know true fear. General Korg faces an impossible choice. His remaining fleet of 4,000 ships surrounds Fortress Earth, but every Vex warrior knows they're outmatched. The human space station radiates power signatures that hurt to look at. Sir, Major Vex whispers, our weapons analysts say that station could destroy our entire fleet with a single shot. Korg's pride wars with survival instinct. The Vex Empire has never retreated from battle, but they've also never faced an enemy who could make planets disappear and replace them with super weapons. All ships, Prepare for final assault, Korg commands. We die with honor or not at all. But before the Vex can attack, something else happens. Space around Fortress Earth fills with human ships. Not the few hundred vessels Korg expected, but thousands upon thousands. Sleek warships that seem to bend light around their hulls. Captain Stone's voice echoes across all frequencies from his flagship, the Peacekeeper. General Korg, this is your final warning. Stand down immediately. The human fleet spreads out in perfect formation. Each ship moves with precision that makes Vex navigators weep with envy. These aren't civilians playing at war. These are master warriors who never forgot their skills. How many ships do they have? Korg asks desperately. Major Vex checks his sensors repeatedly, hoping for better numbers. Over 15,000, sir. And more arriving every minute. On his command bridge, Captain Stone reviews tactical displays with cold efficiency. 3,000 years of peace hadn't made humans soft. It had given them time to perfect the art of war to absolute levels. Deployment status? Stone asks his tactical officer. All fleets in position. Stealth wings ready. Planet killers armed and targeted. The Vex Empire ceases to exist on your command, sir. Stone nods grimly. Humanity's true military might finally reveals itself. Hidden fleets emerging from dark space. Weapons that could crack stars. Technologies that turned warfare into precise surgery. But the humans aren't finished with their revelations. Across the galaxy, every Vex world receives the same message simultaneously. Human faces appear on every screen, speaking every alien language perfectly. Citizens of the Vex Empire, President Miller announces, your leaders declared war on humanity. We respond with facts, not threats. The broadcast shows real-time images of Vex space. Human ships appear around every Vex colony, military base, and industrial world. Not invading, just present. Watching, waiting, asterisk. We could have destroyed your civilization in the first minute of your war, Miller continues calmly. Instead, we gave your warriors a chance to learn. The lesson is over. On the Vex homeworld, Emperor Zok watches the broadcast from his throne room. His greatest generals surround him, all staring at displays showing human ships in their own orbit. How did they get past our defenses? Zok demands. His military advisors have no answers. The human ships appeared from nowhere, using technology beyond Vex understanding. Worse, the ships aren't threatening or aggressive. They simply exist, like statements of fact. Back at Fortress Earth, General Korg realizes his fleet is surrounded. Human ships fill every direction. Escape routes have vanished. The Vex Empire's greatest warriors are trapped by creatures they thought were peaceful. Farmers. General. Comes a new voice over communications. Commander Hunt speaks from his bunker world, his tone almost friendly. I spent 3,000 years preparing for this moment. My people maintained weapons that could sterilize galaxies. Would you like a demonstration? To emphasize his point, Hunt's bunker worlds reveal themselves. What the Vex thought were dead planets suddenly bristle with weapon platforms. Ancient human fortress worlds, hidden in plain sight for millennia. Each bunker world could fight entire galactic civilizations alone. Hunt commands 50 of them. Korg's remaining pride finally breaks. His warriors, bred for conquest and glory, face enemies who wage war like natural forces. Humans don't fight with anger or hatred. They fight with the same calm efficiency they use for everything else. What do you want? Korg asks, his voice hollow. Captain Stone's reply comes without hesitation. Unconditional surrender of all Vex military forces. Immediate cessation of hostile activities. Withdrawal from all conquered territories. Your empire will be placed under human supervision until you learn to behave peacefully. The terms are non-negotiable. The Vex Empire, which has conquered hundreds of worlds, must now bow to the species they thought were weaklings. And if we refuse? Korg asks weekly. Dr. Webb answers from Earth's museum. Then we demonstrate why humans chose peace. Not from weakness, but from mercy. We're the galaxy's apex predators, General. We stopped hunting because we were too good at it. Around Korg, Vex warriors begin laying down their weapons. The fight is over before it really began. Humanity didn't just win the war. They made it clear that war itself was their choice to avoid. Asterisk. 6 months after the shortest war in galactic history, the Vex Empire no longer exists as a military power. Their conquest fleets have been dismantled. Their weapons are melted down for peaceful purposes. Their warriors learn new jobs in agriculture and construction under human supervision. General Korb, formerly the Empire's greatest military mind, now tends a garden on Earth. His claws, once used for battle, carefully plant flowers in the peaceful soil. It's not punishment, but re-education. I don't understand, Korg says to his human supervisor, Dr. Lisa Webb. You could have destroyed us completely. Why show mercy? Webb kneels beside him, helping with the planting. Because destroying you would have been easy. Teaching you to be better is much harder, but more rewarding. The transformation of the Vex Empire amazes the galaxy. Worlds that knew only conquest now focus on art and science. Former warriors discover talents they never knew they had. Children learn cooperation instead of domination. On Earth, President Miller addresses the Galactic Peace Council. The chamber holds twice as many delegates as before. News of humanity's hidden capabilities brought dozens of species seeking alliance and protection. The recent conflict taught us valuable lessons, Miller explains. Peace isn't the absence of strength. It's the intelligent application of overwhelming power. Behind him, displays show humanity's true military capabilities. The stealth fleets, the planet killers, the bunker worlds, technologies that could reshape the galaxy's balance of power. But instead of conquest, humans choose something else. We're establishing the Galactic Protection Service, Miller announces. Any species threatened by aggressive neighbors can request human assistance. We'll provide defense, not conquest. The alien delegates murmur in amazement. The most powerful military force in galactic history offers itself as peacekeepers, not conquerors. Captain Stone, promoted to Admiral of the Protection Service, explains the new organization's mission. We've learned that peace requires strength, not to dominate others, but to protect them from those who would. The Protection Service becomes the galaxy's new reality. Human ships patrol trade routes, stopping pirates and raiders. Human diplomats mediate conflicts before they become wars. Human technology helps struggling civilizations improve their lives. But the real change comes from understanding. The galaxy's species finally comprehend what humans really are. On the former Vex homeworld, now renamed New Peace, Emperor Zok works alongside his former subjects in rebuilding their society. No longer focused on conquest, the Vex discover talents for engineering and medicine. We wasted so many generations on war, Zok tells Commander Hunt during a diplomatic visit. How did humans avoid that trap? Hunt, still based on his bunker world, but now focused on humanitarian aid, considers the question carefully. We didn't avoid it. We perfected it so completely that we scared ourselves into peace. The bunker worlds have new purposes now. Instead of weapons of mass destruction, they produce technologies for healing and construction. The same facilities that could destroy planets now terraform dead worlds and cure diseases. Dr. Webb updates her museum with displays from the recent war. But the focus isn't on human victories. Instead, she shows the transformation of the Vex Empire and the establishment of galactic peace. Visitors often ask why we kept such terrible weapons hidden, she tells school groups. The answer is simple. We remembered what happens when peaceful species have no defenders. This museum's new exhibit shows human history in full context. The ancient wars, the development of superweapons, and finally the choice of peace. But also the readiness to fight when necessary. Children from dozens of species learn the lesson together. Peace requires strength. Strength requires wisdom. And wisdom means knowing when not to use your power. General Korg, now called Farmer Korg by the human children who visit his garden, has found unexpected happiness in growing things instead of destroying them. His warrior instincts channel into protecting crops from pests and helping plants flourish. I was the finest warrior in Vex history, he tells visiting students. But I'm a better gardener than I ever was a soldier. The galaxy settles into its new reality. Trade flourishes under human protection. Scientific cooperation advances all species. Art and culture bloom in ways not seen for millennia, and in the depths of space, human fleets patrol silently. Not as conquerors, but as guardians. Their weapons remain ready, their skills stay sharp, but their purpose has changed. Captain Stone, now Admiral Stone, reviews reports from across the galaxy. Pirate attacks down 90%. Trade disputes resolved peacefully. No major conflicts in 6 months. Status of the protection fleet? Stone asks his aide. All ships ready for immediate deployment. Weapons at full capacity. Crews trained and prepared. Stone nods with satisfaction. The galaxy enjoys peace not because conflicts don't exist, but because humans stand ready to stop them. The greatest military force in galactic history keeps peace through superior firepower. And that peace looks like it might last another 3,000 years. Because sometimes, the best way to avoid war is to be so good at it that nobody wants to find out just how good you really are. Asterisk.